Welcome back to Drutter Madness. Starting our live feed a little early here to do a little bit of pregame as we will shortly be taking you live to West Virginia versus Utah State. Two teams with varying states, one in Utah and one in West Virginia. Both semi-smaller states, although Utah's got quite a bit of land and some natural parks that would be nice to check out. Tougher to do in the quarantine. I hope everyone's staying safe and enjoying their Sunday fun day. Thanks for tuning in. Jason Luzinski is with us. Shout out to Big Dick there. Named after the animal, not the body part. That's Jason Dick Luzinski. Brilliant engineer in his time. Went to a school that does have a basketball team in the tournament, Illinois, but as we know, most college athletes will go pro in something else, so education is just as important. As we give a shout out to him, let's get back to the pregame antics of West Virginia and Utah State. Mountaineers versus Aggies. Two things that are hard to define. As we run through some starting lineups here, West Virginia starting at forward, 6'9", 258. Out of the Congo, Oscar Shibwe. And then followed by number one forward, 6'10", out of Youngstown, Ohio, Derek Culver. And the last starting forward, Emmett Matthews Jr. from Tacoma, Washington. The two guards that start for the Mountaineers, Miles McBride, a 6'2", 196-pound freshman from Cincinnati, Ohio, and Jermaine Haley from Vancouver, Canada. We got people from all over, eh? For Utah State, they start a big center at 7 foot, Nimius Queta. And at forward, 6'7", Justin Bean. A 6'6" guard, Diogo Brito, and two more guards round out the starting five for the Utah State Aggies, Sam Merrill and Brock Miller. So there's your starting five for each team. We are about to get live. Shuck and Jive as Z-Pants has joined us. He's always good for a nice dance move or two out at the bars. If you see him, give him a wave. He's a friendly fella. His shirt might be unbuttoned, but he means no harm. He's just there for a good time. As we are about 1 minute away from game time, Brother Kleiny, are you with us?
Hey, good afternoon, Drutter brothers. I expect quite a game today. Another potential upset here by I think the Aggies here, they might be able to pull this one out. I think there's only one key to victory here tonight. Contrary to popular belief, keep your enemies close and your friends closer. As the great Woody and Buzz Lightyear said, you have a friend in me. The hardwood is your friend tonight, folks. I expect some hardcore action.
Let's hope not too hardcore, as this is a family production, although we do err on the side of PG-13/R. We don't want to hold back too much. A lot of our viewers are of the quote-unquote millennial age. As we get down to the game, it is game time here at Drutter Madness. West Virginia versus Utah State. Let's go down to the court as the players finish up warm-ups. We are in the building. West Virginia, of course, out of Morgantown, West Virginia. Shout out to Morgan Rose. It's her birthday. Hashtag birthday dance. Hashtag birthday suit. Hashtag hardcore action. Let's get back to the hardwood. The Utah State Aggies out of Logan, Utah. We gave a shout out to Logan Tomlinson earlier. We'll do it again here. Zach says he has West Virginia. I'm sure some of you have Utah State. Both teams hoping to win. Here comes the tip. It's up. West Virginia controls, and they dribble up with guard Miles McBride. And number 22 puts up the three, Jermaine Haley. A 26% three-point shooter knocks that one down early for the West Virginia Mountaineers, climbing to not a mountainous lead quite yet, but definitely getting into the foothills. Utah State, they climb back and bring it to within one, 3-2 early on. Mountaineers pushing the tempo. As Miles McBride runs the point, passes back into number 11 with the turnaround, can't get it to fall in. That's Oscar Shigwe. The Aggies drive back down, getting stopped up front by the Mountaineers D, but get it inside. The layup up and good. That's 24 Sam Merrill, son of Ann Merrill, surprisingly. Those of you who know her, you know she's a great lady. Let's hope he has a good game as we root for all players out there. West Virginia dumps in the post, giving Utah State some of their own medicine, but can't put it down. Utah State up one early, not looking good for Z-Pants, but a lot of good game left. Gets it down low and dunks on him. It's almost like they have some personal vendetta against that Z-Pants. What did he ever do to us? We appreciate his viewership. That's number 20, Brock Miller. Miller, I hardly know her. It might be because Z prefers Bud Light and not Miller. We'll find out after the game. As we get back to the action, Utah State up 3, 6-3. West Virginia dribbling out by the three-point line. Number 11, Oscar Shigwe. Passes out, back to the arc, drives in, and lucks out with a blocking foul. Certainly too early to go to the line as they'll take it out from the side. Dishes in, and the pass intercepted by the Aggies. Fast break opportunity, dunks it on the alley-oop. I'm sorry for my delay there. I was just so astounded by the play out of number 40, Muniz Queta, getting up for the slam out of Portugal. You know, I was in Portugal not too long ago, Lisbon, in fact. It's a beautiful town, lots of hills. The streets are paved with, well, not gold, but it's a beauty to see. So, shout out to Portugal. We hope our European brethren are staying safe as well. I don't think we have any viewers from Europe. If we do, shout out. As we have some arguments going on about Miller, less taste, less filling, and Bud Light, all good, all the time. Bring your buds together. Hashtag who turned the light off. As we get away from the game, usually that's Kleiny's job. He's rubbing off on me. Not in that way, but either way, we don't appreciate it. Let's get back to the action as West Virginia can't buy a shot here, and Utah State out to a 5-point lead, up 8-3, 4:20, hey-oh, left in the first half. Kleiny, thoughts on the early action?
Yeah, I think we're going to have to find a way to stop Oscar Shigwe. The freshman from the Democratic Republic of the Congo, former McDonald's All-American, has been a force in the Big 12 this year with the Mountaineers. You know, he actually chose the Mountaineers for really one of the more heartwarming stories of the year. His grandfather recently became hard of hearing, and he thought if he could get a pair of those famous mountain ears we've heard so much about, it would unite the family like never before. Really a touching story. I can tell you this, Oscar is no grouch. This big bird has a 7-foot, 5-inch wingspan and intends to show the nation the Mountaineers are here to stay. I expect big things from this young fella tonight.
As do I, and as a freshman, you imagine he's here to stay for another year for the Mountaineers next year, although I have not heard word on the NBA entry process for him, as Utah State keeps their lead at 4, up 9-5. The Mountaineers going down. That's number 14 with the jump shot. Miles McBride, that's right, no relation to Danny McBride. Eastbound and down, great show. West Virginia, playing in the Big East, I believe.
They do. And a fun fact about Miles McBride, he actually is dreaming of becoming the highest earning American Airlines frequent flyer Miles member in honor of his name.
Yeah, they don't call him Miles for nothing, as he can't put down either rebound, but number 11, Oscar Shigwe, getting the board and putting it back up for 2. To bring the Mountaineers to within 2, the double deuce, 2 for 2. And poked away down low by the Mountaineers, a chance to tie it up as they bring it back up the court. That's number 14 dribbling around out there, Miles McBride. He's sure traveling quite a few miles out on the court there tonight. I don't know if they'll count towards his Sky Miles with American, but Either way, he is all over the court tonight running that offense. And number 33, Derek Culver, will go to the line. A 52% free throw shooter. Knocks down the first, shrugging off percentages, showing he's here to play the game. The second free throw is up.
Actually prefers DQ over Culver's Custard. It's just something that he regrets ever since he was born, having that name. But he keeps chugging along with some great things for these Mountaineers.
And he went for the double dip there as he makes both, getting both free throws to tie the game up. A deep shot from Utah State won't go. And the Mountaineers have a chance to take the lead back with just under 3 minutes left in the first half. A pass inside. Back out to the arc. Miles McBride over to back, stolen by the Aggies. The action too fast to keep up. Fast and furious. Hashtag Vin it to win it. They sure got some diesel in that motor as they both teams kind of started sluggish, but showing a lot more energy here. Hustle up and down the court. Utah State will go to the line. Sam Merrill. Hashtag Ann Merrill. Not only is she have a son here, she's got a new dog son. So we love to see that. We'll see you on National Puppy Day over in August.
Yeah, Sam Merrill, native of Bountiful, Utah. This guy's definitely got a bounty on his head. Mountaineers will need to try to find a way to stop him. He was actually voted as the most improved defender by his teammates, most likely to succeed by some. So I think this major first case is going to be figuring out how to figure out what the hell an ag is. Also figure out how to stop this Mountaineer defense.
That's right, and he does put up 20 points per game, so he gets it done on the offensive and defensive end. Number 14, Miles McBride, going to the line for the Mountaineers. Makes the first, misses the second. 11-10 game, 2.5 left in the first. Utah State hanging on to that lead by 1, hanging on by a pickaxe, some might say. Keeping the Mountaineers from claiming the summit as they go up 3 with the layup inside. Not a whole lot of deep shots yet this tournament as the Mountaineers slash inside but can't get the layup to go. Utah State slow to bring it up. Plenty of time though, and they got the lead. I'm sure they wouldn't mind taking that into half. Up for the layup and fouled is number 34 or 34, excuse me. I don't have that one. Sam Merrill will say. That's Sam Merrill again. Gets the shooter's touch, the bounce on the back of the rim. I use Tide, not bounce. But, hey, I think either gets your laundry clean, and nobody likes dirty laundry, so we'll try not to air any here. The second shot, also getting that shooter's touch, bouncing in. I believe he used to be quite good on a pogo stick back in the day. Speaking of bounces, maybe that's where that luck comes from. Utah State back up 5. The Mountaineers want to get something going before half, but really having to claw their way back to the top. It's not about the summit, it's about the climb. I believe Miley Cyrus or Drew Kettleson said that back in the day. I can't remember which. Bounce dryer sheets. All right, TBK. What's TBK? Utah State or West Virginia puts up the shot, draws within 3. Utah State, sorry for my back and forth, trying to do double duty. Our commentator is still out. It's Drutter Brother Kleine and Drutter Brother Cooley, but Fred is not in the building to answer your comments. We apologize. Esmeralda as well is still out sick. The Aggies put the turnaround jumper up to push the lead back to 5. They're looking good consistently on offense. Taco Burrito King, that is king, dude. I would bounce over there. Late night action. I once woke up hugging a bag of nachos from there. The greatest sleep of my life. But that's for another time.
I've ever had.
Yeah, it's nachos, you know. As this half has not been West Virginia's. Utah State having much more cheese on it. Let's see, a 3 here winding down the first half. Won't go for West Virginia. Still down 5. 25 seconds left in the first. Dribbling up, an easy drive into the lane, kicks it back out, wasting more time. Shot clock is off. Number 21 with it, that's Diogo Brito, excuse me. Passes inside, and up with the layup, won't fall. And West Virginia have one last chance to put some points on the board. A deep three, can't get it to fall. That was from huge Bennett range. They call him the Mad Bomber, but that one will not fall for West Virginia, and they'll go into half down 5.
Yeah, one of these teams has got to start heating up in the second half. I talked to Coach Huggins at the beginning of the game, a.k.a. Huggy Bear, a.k.a. Tuggy Huggins. He told me the key to this game is actually going to be keeping their cool. So he actually loaded up the team coolers with fresh ice packs and got the fans going. Sounds like he's got the right idea, but he's been in the business for years. So I think I trust where he's going with this. I think we just, as Nick Cage says, put the money in the box. We just got to put that ball in the hoop, and we'll see some points in the second half.
That's right, and it's a tricky balance to strike between the hot and cold. You want them to keep their cool, but also get the hot hand shooting. So we'll see if Coach Huggins can really balance that out, or if Craig Smith will have the better adjustments at half. Real quick, we don't like to do ads. This is hashtag unpaid. It's not Friday. It's Friday night. I just got paid. In sync, dubstep, what have you. We just want to point out a fun game you might want to check out. If you haven't, you're getting bored in hashtag quarantine. Carcassonne. Don't let my buddy Z fool you. He is no good. Challengers welcome anytime. Carcassonne, great game. A little strategy involved, a little luck. 2 to 5 players. Check it out. And before that, a little chicken dance. Okay, back to the action. As we go back to the second half, we'll see if either team can strike that balance between hot and cold that Drutter brother Kleiny was talking about. Let's get back down there to the hardwood for Drutter Madness. We start the second half, 17-12. Utah State leading West Virginia. Upset alert, as Utah State is the 10, West Virginia the 7. This could be our first upset of the tournament.
Can you wish Morgan a happy birthday?
Happy birthday, Morgan. We already gave her a shout out on Drutter Madness. Tune in. Utah State puts in 2 more. They push the lead to 7 right out of the half. Looks like they have the hot hand. Let's see if they can keep their cool and not get ahead of themselves. And the foul called on Utah State. That's that hot-headedness we were talking about, not being able to keep his cool on the drive. You hate to see it, brother Kleiny. Somebody get an ice
what
bucket.
A charge. I mean, my phone just went up to 100%. That was a powerful charge. I tell you, these guys are playing all the right moves.
And Brock Miller was really upset after that one.
Yeah, I talked to Brock before the game, and he said his only goal for tonight was making the name Brock cool again. There's been a lot of challenge in the past few years with his reputation, not because of who he is, but because of his name.
Yeah, that's true. And after that little outburst, he's not making his case so far. His play on the court hasn't been bad, but he's got to keep his cool. He's really got to keep his cool out there. West Virginia drives in. Number 14, Miles McBride, putting it up for 2. And it falls in. The lead back down to 5. West Virginia showing a little life. Climbing that mountain, as we like to use that metaphor. It's just too easy. Speaking of easy, Utah State having their way on the offensive end. Back up 7, 21-14. And the Mountaineers working around the three-point line and in for the dunk. 21. Emmett Matthews Jr., 6'7" sophomore.
Doing it well.
That's right. And fun fact about Emmett is he absolutely hates Dave Matthews, but he's a big Smash Mouth fan. Shout out to Megan Peters, one of Morgan Rose's, whose birthday it is, friends. She loves Smash Mouth. 14, Miles McBride back with it. The turnaround down low won't go for Mountaineers big man Derek Culver. Utah State dribbles back up the floor. No real hurry, still up 5. Number 20 with it. That's Brock Miller. He passes inside, passing it around, trying to make friends is Brock Miller. And driving inside, he'll go to the line, is Sam Merrill. It looks like one of our followers actually followed Smash Mouth around on one of their tours back in 2003. We will have to get the inside scoop on that. We might do a 20 for 20 or a 30 under 30. As we know, Argance is a little baby out there. Just a young gun, but living the Yug life. Hashtag it. So West Virginia takes the ball back down onto the block. Kicks it back out to the three-point line. Down 6. Dribbles inside. Miles McBride back out to the three-point line. Sometimes I have trouble seeing these numbers. I might need binoculars. And so might he as he throws the pass out of bounds. Who was he throwing that to? The referee?
I got one question for you. How many balls can a ball chuck chuck if a ball chuck could chuck balls? I don't know. That was ridiculous. You can't have that in this type of game.
You definitely can't. And that's maybe why they're down 7. Just making some boneheaded plays out here. Playing hard, but real boneheaded plays. Utah State, once again, showing that they can do whatever they want on offense. Putting in another 2 points. West Virginia clinging to life. Getting inside once again to number 11, Oscar Shibwe, but he's blocked. And that energy right there from 24, 24, Sam Merrill is really got Utah State's fans on their feet.
Special shout out to Gans and Z-Pants talking about Green Day. I hope they're having the time of their life right now, chatting on our gram. Thanks guys for watching.
We definitely do appreciate it. Utah State is appreciating the crowd as well as they're using that energy to stay in the game, but West Virginia pokes it away. Flying back up the court, Miles McBride with it, doing it all on his own, gets it inside, and that's Oscar Shibwe with the 2 on the jumper. How much does a Shibwe? I don't know. But Shibwe weighs in at 258, and he got up for a big guy there on the jumper. Utah State not deterred, though, as they push the lead back to 4. Going to the line. Missing the front end. Number 30, Justin Bean, son of Rowan Atkinson. An interesting fact there. You can't really see the resemblance, but, you know, Mr. Bean's always been a weird guy. Misses both free throws, and the Mountaineers dribble back down. Still in this game, down 4 with 3 minutes left in the second half. A deep shot from Oscar Shibwe won't fall. Interesting shot there, as he is a 0% three-point shooter. Hasn't taken many, some might say none on the year. Utah State passing the ball around the three-point arc, working together as a team, and a deep shot for them won't go either. The three-point shots have just not been falling this tournament. Miles McBride dribbling up top again. There's 3 from the corner for the Mountaineers. No, he was on the line. It's only a 2, but it'll put him only down 2. West Virginia making a push with 2.5 left. Utah State still working the process on offense, and it pays off as number 40, Ninius Cueta, puts in the layup for 2.
It's about time to get some bucket houses, building a guest house with all those bricks. Holy moly.
Yeah, you already got your main house built. It's time for the guest house. West Virginia, both teams starting to heat up. Jermaine Haley, he's a 26% shooter from 3, but he knocked that one down. Nothing but Kleiny's top drawer, that's right, nylons. Utah State maybe a little rattled as the defense swarming from the Mountaineers. Utah State down to 17 on the shot clock. A shot from in close. It's blocked. Mountaineers think they've got the ball. Let's see what the refs have to say. Mountaineers trying to pump the crowd up here, keep the momentum in their favor. And the Mountaineers will take the ball. A chance to take the lead back here. Only down 1. Miles McBride brings it up. You like the energy over to 21. Emmett Matthews, who passes over. That's Oscar Shibwe driving in. Miles McBride. No, not Miles McBride. Emmett Matthews Jr. loses the ball. Get the ball to your point guard. Miles McBride's been making things happen all day.
I mean turnovers, but it's especially Apple. But that's unacceptable just late in the game.
And that one was a hot turnover at the right moment. If they can capitalize and take the lead up to 3. A defensive foul, an interesting foul. It almost looked like they got their feet tangled up there. Was somebody tying someone's shoelaces together? If so, it was sneaky quick. As that was a sneaky quick move on the replay and the dunk there by Emmett Matthews for West Virginia earlier in the game. So there seems to be some confusion. Utah State will take the ball out. 1:09 left. 1-point game. This certainly is Drutter madness.
Yeah, you can see Hopkins isn't very happy right now. He's down the sideline. He's going to get teed up. If you have to settle down, easy, big fella.
Whoa is right. And Diogo Brito, with the chance for a 3-point play, glides in for 2 and gets fouled. We'll have a timeout by the Mountaineers to reassess things. 1:01 left. The Aggies up 3. Is this the upset we've all been waiting for? Find out next week. I'm just kidding. The game is continuing on now. Shout out to Corey Moore, Eagle Brothers. Caw-caw!
How can you have some more? No, kidding.
See more Drutter Madness. That's right. There will be more Drutter Madness coming later today. As Mountaineers get it inside in the post. Oscar Sheboy with the jump shot. Won't fall. Good look on offense, but not getting the end result. Utah State back up the floor, trying to push their lead and pad it with 35 seconds left in the second half. Drutter Madness going strong. Number 21, Diogo Brito passes back to Brito. And he'll be fouled. West Virginia has no more time to wait around. And they will start fouling. Not quite in the bonus. It'll be a side out. Rally, rally, the pitcher's name is Sally. That's what we used to sing in baseball, but there usually was a guy named Sally on the other team. We played a lot of Italians back in the day. You didn't want to tease him too bad, though, because, Sally was connected. Speaking of connected, stay connected with Drutter Brothers on all forms of social media. Hit us up at DrutterB on Twitter. Of course, Drutter Brothers on Instagram and Facebook. And we do have a Snapchat, but we don't post very often because we're lazy. And the people haven't demanded it yet. On demand is where it's at, though. And we
coming
will
at
keep...
you soon, too. We're on everything, guys.
We've got some cries for foul here. Foul, foul. Don't be a fouler. Dexter Fowler, R.I.P. Blue Cardinals, go Cubs. West Virginia driving in and gets the foul they were looking for. Miles McBride. Are they in the bonus? No, it'll be a side out. Emmett Jr. taking it out. Emmett Matthews Jr. passing into Oscar Sheboy, who dribbles at the top of the key. Is he looking for a drive? 9 seconds left. They need a 3 here to tie it to go to OT. He sure is wasting a lot of time. Is he going to take it himself? 1 second, rises up, and it won't go. A real interesting move there at the end, telling his teammates he's got it, and then clunking one off the front of the rim. His team's got to be a little disappointed there. What do you think, Kleiny?
Yeah, let's just say that my guest house is complete. This was not a great showing by the Mountaineers here today. I think Tug and Huggins is probably going to go back to the drawing board, and next year, I don't know. I think he's going to be thinking about making some decisions that are maybe going to potentially make some people unhappy. I think those ice packs, they didn't work. I'm sorry, Coach. Let's figure out something next year and get back to it.
They sure look like they didn't work because the Mountaineers can't get it done at the end. Kept it close all the way through, but the Aggies just staying on top of that mountain throughout the game, led by their player of the game, number 30, Justin Bean, with 12 points, 2 boards, and a steal. A great game out of Justin Bean. His dad's really got to be proud. I think he's got a new movie coming out. Over on the Mountaineers side, we have Oscar Sheboy. You guessed it. Paved the way for Sheboy. 8 points out of him. Just couldn't get it done at the end, missing the shot. A lot of guts to take that one, but you would have liked to see him get one in closer.
Yeah, I think this McDonald's All-American's gonna, go back to the drawing board as well and figure out, do you eat more McDonald's? Do you not? Is it working for you? He's already a 7'5" wingspan. Big Bird's gotta fly. He's gotta figure something out, and I think he will. I think he'll be back for another year before he considers going to the league.
I think so too. Hone up some of those skills. Shout out to Gerber who just joined. Coach should have called a better play. We can't agree more, as it seemed like one-on-one with 12 seconds left. Plenty of time to get a play up. Either way, the Aggies played a hell of a game and move on to round 2. Coming later will be continued round 1 action of Drutter Madness. Keep an eye on our Instagram for updates on our next live tip-off. Thanks as always for joining us. We appreciate it. Continue enjoying your Sunday fun day. #YugLife. Druther Brothers out.